Oh,
Yeah, this is John. Woo!
that is John. This is Rich. Thank you so much. I know.
Oh, shiny. Shiny.
All the buttons to press. There's buttons galore. No idea how many buttons are. Anyway, this is Two Guys Tech. You're watching our weekly tech news and tech hangout deal, right?
Yeah.
This is the thing we do.
This is what we do.
John, how are you doing, buddy?
I'm good. Thanks for watching, folks. We'll see you next Thursday.
It's been great. Hello. I'm doing fine.
Good.
Phenomenal. How's life been? You've been busy editing videos?
Yeah, I have been. We got one coming out this Saturday that is insane. It's been killing me, so I hope you guys enjoy it.
You okay? Well,
Yeah. How's everybody else doing out there? I haven't seen a first from Mr. Stormtrooper.
He's not there today,
Not
apparently.
there.
So
All right, bummer.
okay, John,
Yes,
should we do the news and tech news?
let's do it.
All right, the tech news. Let's do it.
All right.
All right, let's go to topics here. You're first, actually.
All right, so things are weird right now, as we all know. Theaters are closed, and so we're trying to get that hype up for movies because you can't go to the movie theater. And so they are trying to put movie trailers into Fortnite, which is a little odd. So Christopher Nolan, he's had some good stuff. He's had some good runs.
What has Christopher Nolan made as a director?
Batman.
Okay.
And
You didn't write them down, did you? I know a few of them.
yeah, help me out
Like,
here. The one, Inception.
Inception, great movie. Inception.
Yeah.
I use that in my day life,
Your Day Life.
daily life. So, yeah. No, what else has he made? He's made a few other good movies.
Okay, those are just two good beginners.
Two
right?
movies that John didn't bother to write down any of the other movies of
Why
Christopher
should
Nolan.
you? I mean, those are two you should be able to remember. Then you get on camera and you go blank as usual.
Right.
I go blank as usual. So you got one coming out soon this summer. Tenet. Well, it was coming out this summer. And they decided they were going to release the trailer on Fortnite, which to me is a little weird.
We're talking about Fortnite, the video game.
Yes.
Right? We're talking about. Okay.
Yes. So the trailer came out on Fortnite, and I didn't know this because I played Fortnite for like an hour before I uninstalled it. Was not impressed. Not my thing.
For 1 hour. John played Fortnite for
I
exactly
had
1
a
hour,
timer.
and that was it.
It was on, I turned it, a little countdown, kitchen timer, and I was like, all right, I gave it an hour, we're good. I'm quitting Fortnite. But,
Okay. So now you can watch.
All right, so
You can do more than build and shoot people in Fortnite. Now you can watch shows.
Right, so, obviously it's known for being a battle royale. Well, they have a party royale mode, and this is where you watch concerts and now movie trailers. It's kind of where you can interact in a non-PvP environment.
Okay.
There's a bunch of mini games in this island of non-PvP
Okay.
goodness, and now movie trailers. And it's a little odd, but we'll see if it works. I was kind of looking at it online. It kind of reminds me of, in VR, you can watch movies with friends. Mm-hmm. And, you put in the VR headset, you turn around, you can see, person sitting next to you and all this.
Right.
But this is going to be third person, and it's just odd, and I don't really get it. And when I first heard about this, I kind of expected it to be like a giant screen in the sky while playing PvP, which would be hilarious, but it's not.
Right.
But, yeah.
Okay. So play this out for me.
Mm-hmm.
You are in the game, in the world, staring at a computer screen, like
No. It's when in VR, like that cinema VR,
like where you're supposedly sitting in a theater
It's
and you
just
look
like
around,
that.
you see chairs.
it's just like that,
Okay.
but third person,
Okay.
and not in VR. And you're watching a thing with friends. It's supposed to be like a social experience.
All right. Okay.
But not in VR. So I guess I just don't get it. But, Fortnite has a very different audience than what you and I normally experience. So, I mean, hey, it could work, but yeah.
Okay. All right. And I don't know what else to say to this.
I know, there's not much else to say. It's just
this is a thing that people do now, right?
I mean, obviously, you might, what's the harm in trying?
Right.
And I'm sure that's what they were thinking when they tried this. But, kind of weird.
It is. It's more than weird, honestly. It's kind of I don't know how to describe this to you other than like are people no longer wanting to play games?
I
Like
think
now
it's
you
one
want
of
to have
those-
social experiences inside of in a game that's all about competing against each other and
Yeah.
winning.
You know what game would be like most fitting in this? Would be
PUBG.
No, I was gonna say World of Warcraft.
Right. I can see that.
Because I mean it doesn't fit in the world at all, but as far as like a game that has the best social experience of like
Fair, yeah.
grinding away, like trying to find a plant that only spawns every 6 hours.
We know a guy
Like,
who does that on the regular.
wasn't going to mention Aaron's name, but oh.
Oh!
Hi-yo.
All right.
But you talk to a lot of your guildmates, and you
Mm-hmm.
kind of build up relationships,
Right.
and you talk to these people over the years. You know, when I used to play World of Warcraft and was super addicted, like, I got offers to fly out to see them, and it just feels like that's the kind of environment like you would talk about a trailer, not Fortnite, where the only real goal is to kill other players.
Yeah,
don't know.
I mean, because it's a battle royale, right? So the whole concept of the game is you fly in, you kill people, you win or you die, right?
Yeah.
And there's one winner, or a team that wins, right? Depending on what sort of game mode you're playing. There's also a creative mode and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't really fit in a third-person shooter.
I don't know.
Again,
I mean,
that's the
it could
key,
be
right?
wrong,
It's a
could be
shooter.
wrong, but
Yeah, no, I think in the WoW thing, absolutely. Like, think about being an Orgrimmar, walking around big screen.
it doesn't fit the game at all. But like that like gaming culture of social, like
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I'm done with that.
That's all I got. I don't know. This is something
Interesting. Well, I
not
mean,
new.
it's a change, right? It's using a platform for something that's not intended to be used for.
Yeah, and I could see it being used, just not in Fortnite. But
Yeah, that's a
see
good
if
point.
it works.
Different world. All right, let's talk about this because this is all hearsay. Let's talk about hearsay.
Okay.
So, you know, we all expect that GTA 6 is going to be the next Rockstar game, right? We're not going to expect to see a Red Dead Redemption 3 next, right? We just had Red Dead Redemption 2. GTA 5 it came out in 2013, so that makes it, 7 years old, basically?
It's been around a while.
It's been around a while. So there's an analyst named Jeff Cohen who works for an investment firm called Stevens. I don't know who these people are. I'm not going to lie. I'm not into investment firms. Who speculates based on a Take-Two. Let me start over. Take-Two is the parent company.
Mm-hmm.
They're the guys who actually published the game, right? Rockstar makes the game. Take-Two is the one who actually publishes the game.
Right.
Take-Two just released a 10K SEC filing that said that they're expecting to spend like $89 million on marketing between April 1st, 2023 and March basically 30th, 2024. Okay, which is a ways away, right? That's still a ways away. No question about it. But that's more than double of any of its market spend in a 5-year period, which gets people thinking like, what's happening here? What's going on? And the speculation is that's when we can expect them to be ramping up for the release of GTA 6, which we know nothing about, which should put it about 10 years old, which Rockstar has said is basically the development cycle that they look at for
Which is
GTA.
insane.
It is insane. Rockstar came out. It's funny. Rockstar actually, when this hit the news, because it started bubbling up in the world, they came out and said that it only reflects marketing commitments that they've made for third-party companies and not its internal projects, which, GTA is an internal project. And as a result, it wouldn't indicate a potential marketing spend on any new Rockstar game. However, then this dude, this Jeff Cohen comes back and says, yeah, but we accurately predicted Red Dead Redemption 2 based on the same filing when that happened. So, meh. So you can't, it's a publicly traded company, so you can't spend money like that and not expect to get caught, right? Because that's all public. It's all going to make its way up there. We've been told that the chat's not working, and I'm sorry to hear that. We'll make Brandon fix it over there.
Yeah, Brandon.
Brandon,
get
if you
on
could
that.
just,
It's all Brandon's fault. You
Brandon,
can catch him at Twitter at
yeah, at Twitter. He's on Twitter. No, he's too young for Twitter. So anyway, what do you think?
Okay, so I was kind of thinking about this the other day because we used to play GTA a lot.
Oh yeah.
And we kind of got over it because Rich kept getting banned. But let's just say you're gonna create a new GTA.
That is entirely not true.
Can we stay on topic here?
I'm sorry.
Okay, so let's just say you're gonna come out with a new GTA today.
Right.
Just surprise, like, hey, boom, today.
Surprise!
How different could it actually be? Because it'd be a city. It would be, but if you waited 10 years, like, we'd all be kind of dying for a new one.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've been wanting, like, a GTA set, like, in space. I know it sounds absolutely insane.
GTA.
No, like a GTA style game in space.
Hold on. Let me get on my spaceship and like hijack another spaceship. Is that? All
right.
Maybe I don't know. But anyway,
so I'm saying, like, if you're gonna come up with another GTA within 5 years, like, it's got to be, how do you change perfection? Because that game was pretty close. Like, the optimization was horrible, but like, it was a game we played for weeks and weeks, months and months and months.
Yeah, months and
Had
months
a
and
great
months.
time. The campaign was
nightly.
amazing.
Right.
And how how do you improve on that and come out with another one like in 5 years? And what? Okay, you basically laid out the entire city of LA in a video game. So what? Now you go to Phoenix. Like
that's a great question.
Everything
New
needs to be-
York. I mean, there's a lot of big cities. Chicago, whatever.
Right. But it'd be the same thing.
You got to get out of California, though.
So it needs to be either a length of time,
Right.
or a completely different genre, which is why I was kind of open for a sci-fi, because they've done Old West, they've done Modern Times,
Yeah,
they've done the
but
80s.
Red Dead Redemption is not GTA in the Old West. Is that what you mean by like old? I mean,
Well, a little bit.
it's
Like,
kind of. But I mean,
still
you
in
spend
the
a lot of time
Rockstar
just
style.
riding a horse in Red Dead Redemption.
in an open world environment.
Oh, for
That
sure.
was probably the
For sure.
size of GTA.
Yeah,
but-
or larger. Who knows? Actually, you could just look it up.
Someone
Who knows these things? These
disprove-
technology things. Yeah, I know. I'm with you. I'm
It's about the appropriate amount of time, honestly.
right. It's kind of weird because Rockstar is still making content for GTA 5. Like, I mean, they're still regularly releasing online content. The game itself is done, right? The single player stuff, but the multiplayer online stuff is still. I mean, what, 2 weeks ago or so, you could get the game for free from when the Epic did their Megastore sale, right? When Epic did their so. I mean, there must be value in it somewhere.
Well, yeah, because
There's
it's the
Stormtrooper. He finally
oh,
showed up.
Guess who's not first?
He's not first.
Not first. So, I mean, people buy money in GTA, and it's
Right.
it's almost like the
or
free
they
to play
make money in
concept is
GTA.
worth.
I've never done that. No, I've never done
No, you never been banned from GTA
that.
either.
I did. It's because someone gave me money. I wasn't making money in GTA.
No. So,
But whatever. I am.
anyhow, moving on.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm excited because it's nice to see. There you go. I'm excited to see that that's on the horizon. I'm pretty sure that Rockstar and Take-Two would probably not want that information to be well known. Whatever. Here it is. It's something to look forward to.
It's not like it
Right.
hurts them that people hear about
Right,
this stuff.
and I mean, they could just, like you said, they could just copy GTA 5, put it in a different city, add a fresh new storyline, and poof, they've got another 130
I mean, if you
million.
that's the funny
copies
thing.
sold.
Like, it's completely new content in 10 years versus like a remastered version in 10 years, which is like what other companies are doing.
Like Blizzard.
I wasn't gonna say it, but that's more like a 20-year timeline.
Yeah,
but
really. So, should we move on?
Let's move on.
Let's move on.
Okay. Wow, that's such a great picture.
We're going to go ahead and change topics. I'm sorry. I had a hard time finding a tongue photo that was something that I could use publicly.
Can I just say, like, this is an awful description, and all the blogs online are like, it's like licking a display. And no,
It's like-
it's not at all. Like, we're gonna.
That's fair.
Let's just start the video right now.
Starting the video. Here we go.
All right. So some
The Mayashita lab.
researchers in Japan have come up with this screen, apparently, as they're calling it, which is not a screen at all. Yeah. Can I
so
just
terrible.
say, this reminds me of one of those pictures on Amazon of like
Oh, my
two
gosh.
separate pictures combined. Okay, I should actually explain what we're looking at.
Please, would you go into detail about these things?
All right, so this thing can recreate taste. I love how they make it look like a sushi roll.
Because they wrapped it in seaweed.
Yeah.
Oh,
all right.
God.
All right. Sorry, you guys have no idea what's going on. Basically, that thing that you feel like you should never put to your mouth, you put in your mouth.
I'm going to play that video clip again. While you talk about
All right.
it. Okay,
So
continue.
it can recreate any taste, and it just used different combinations of that to like come up with like gummy candy to sushi. Hence that very last picture of it looking like a sushi roll. And yeah, I don't even know what to say about it. So basically, it kind of works a lot like a pixel. It's
And
just,
some of them move sliders back and forth. Like,
right,
I
right,
want
right.
salty.
So it's, think of a pixel with, the red, green, and blue. And you get
It
to
is
see
gross.
different images.
It's
Well, this
disgusting.
on your tongue uses a different combination to come up with different flavors. Yeah. And each one of those is like sweet, a citric acid, sodium chloride, magnesium chloride, etc. And it combines with a different taste to create. I don't know. I've said this like 3 times now. I'm sorry, but it's like I guess that's where it comes from. It's a screen for your tongue, which is a little weird.
And how does Stormtrooper's like? I'm still confused how this works. How does it work?
Dude,
You're like,
who
wait,
knows?
Magic.
That's the thing. When you have a video showing essentially Amazon quality images of like those Chinese fakes of like, here's 3 different Getty images. It doesn't
Xander,
show
thanks
the
for joining
images.
us.
So
I'm sorry to do this again, but I want to watch this again.
Oh
Pay
my
close
God.
attention to when they zoom in on the face and the person sticking it on their tongue. It turns into this like horror show. Like there's no chin. Like It's just disgusting. I got to say, that's impressive, John. Thank you for finding that.
I know, and I'm sorry. I have no explanation, Stormtrooper, except for saying it's 5 gels. It's 5 gels.
It's 5 gels.
It's 5 gels that work like RGBs.
And somehow you can increase and decrease.
But we have no
their
pictures
flavor.
of the actual device in use. We have no video of the device in use.
Well, we saw that lady licking it. Can we send you to? Is that Japan?
It's Japan.
We should send John to Japan and have him see if they'll let you lick that.
I think that our scientist is not here today, but we have these 5 samples.
Hey, Jamie, thanks for joining us.
But
Here
we have these paint samples.
Just
for you to
lick
taste.
this electrode. It's
No,
fine.
seriously.
You'll be fine. Nothing bad will happen at all. Do you taste that? Yeah, that's you being electrocuted.
That's the thing. Like, it's gel. Like, what do we know if one's like gummy bears crammed into a tube is shoving in your face?
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. The whole thing's weird.
Stormtrooper wants to do it.
All right, boom.
He's apparently he's down to lick things with wires coming out of the back. That's not a safe thing to do. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Moving on. Let's talk about something computer gamey.
Yes.
And not like licking like strange
gummies
gummies
that give you different flavors.
So I was kind of surprised by this. And you know, John, you and I are big fans of VR to an extent, right? We were really big into it initially when Oculus came out past with the CV1, and it became like this. We had big hopes and dreams of like what VR can do for us, right?
Yes.
And now what do we have? We're kind of relatively stagnant industry.
Alex did just come out.
Right, that's true, and we have a Valve Index that costs $1,000, right? So we've gone like when people are talking about you need to get affordable, high quality headsets to people, not things that cost $1,000 because no one's going to buy that, right? So I was kind of surprised by HP and their Reverb G2. Let's go ahead and watch the video. I'll talk over because it's fascinating. So introducing, so HP is coming up with this headset called the Reverb G2. It is impressive. It has 2 individual displays, right? Each display is 2160 by 2160, right? So they're 4K displays in the headset, which is outstanding. It's mind blowing. Let's talk more about some of the stats about this thing. So I said 2160 by 2160 per eye, just to put it in reference perspective, excuse me, the Valve Index, which costs $1,000.
Yeah, that's like the premium headset.
It is the premium headset, is 1440 by 1600 per eye. So this is considerably higher resolution per eye, right? Which some people watching this are like, I don't care about this. Some people are like, oh my God, right?
Yeah.
Think about having 2 4K displays smushed up against your face, and that's what we're talking about. Yeah. It's got a 90 hertz refresh rate, which is the same as the Vive Pro. The Index is 120 hertz. I'm wondering at a certain point, beyond 90 hertz, you're kind of diminishing returns. But it's got a field of view of 114 degrees. The Index has got, 130. So the Index has got much wider field of view, which is, again, $1,000. Once keep in mind that the Index is $1,000. It uses the same speakers that the Index does. The off-ear speaker system. It's the
style or the same?
No, same one.
Same.
Yeah, from what I read, it's the same headphones, so you get the same audio experience, which is incredible. It's got a interpupillary distance adjuster, which is something that my Oculus Rift S and yours doesn't have.
No,
right?
it doesn't.
So you have to use software to try to offset that. It's got redesigned controllers, which are very similar to the Oculus Rift's touch controllers. I did have a picture of it, but I didn't put it in there. 6-meter cable, $600.
Oh,
$600.
wow!
Right.
All right.
That's
impressive.
It's absolutely impressive. A sixth of the price of an Index, and now it works with Steam. It works with Microsoft mixed reality stuff because it's basically a Microsoft mixed reality headset. Okay. It's got 4 cameras in it, so it's got inside-out tracking. So you don't need to have base stations everywhere and all that kind of stuff, which is kind of par for the course these days. But $600 just blew my mind.
That's crazy.
Right. It's
Rift is going to have a Rift 2.0, 3.0, whatever.
Maybe what we need here is to hopefully this drives down the cost of the premium stuff. Like the Valve Index shouldn't cost $1,000.
But that's what it is because there's no competition. So you basically got two suppliers for VR. Yes, there are others out there, but they're like for people who are into VR, do their research and.
Right. If I had $1,000 to just blow, I'd buy an Index absolutely because it is the premium. It's like buying a 28 Ti just because. It's the top, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't need it to play, but it's the top. So anyway, mind-blowing. That's awesome. It's not available yet. Pre-orders are not available yet, but
Have they given a date at all?
I could not find a date anywhere, which blew my mind. It's like, how can you tease us with this and not give us at least some shred of when is this going to be publicly available?
Yeah.
But soon? Yeah.
I don't know.
Who doesn't like soon? I like soon. John,
Yes.
let's move on. Let's talk about GE. They bring good things to life, I hear.
Yeah, except for light bulbs. They killed the light bulb.
They killed the light bulb. I thought LED killed the light
So
bulb.
when you think GE, you think light bulbs, right? Like they've been just pumping out light bulbs
Don't
forever.
they make refrigerators and air conditioners and dishwashers.
You don't think Edison at all? Like,
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. What you guys in the audience, when you think of General Electric, what do you think of? I think of like
jet
old
engines. They've been
or they
creating
make
a lot of
they
stuff.
make like freight train engines, right? Like engines for trains.
You don't remember like buying a light bulb and it always had the GE logo on the top,
Yeah, now that you mention
like
it,
forever.
I feel like that just like threw me back to my childhood.
No, seriously.
But I mean, nowadays I'm buying Cree light bulbs and LED light bulbs, and they don't say GE anywhere, right?
No, they don't, and that's the thing. Like a smart home company bought the light bulb portion of GE.
It must not have been worth a whole lot these days.
Yeah, just guess how much.
I don't know. I mean, how much does a light bulb industry cost? I mean, you know,
Everyone has to have light bulbs. Everyone.
Right. I don't know.
I'm covered in my notes.
I'm
Covered in
gonna
my notes.
okay. Pretending that I don't vaguely remember seeing your notes when
I
I
mean,
was putting
everyone.
those together.
Let's just say United States alone.
I don't know.
Like every household, every
like
business.
100 million?
100 million?
100 million?
100 million.
Hugh, look at him. There he
Dude.
is.
Man,
Oh,
that crazy guy.
there he is. Thanks, man. I appreciate it so much. It really means a lot to us. I don't know how much. 100 million?
Ah, God, you're killing me here. Because I thought
God,
you said
I
like
don't
$1
know
billion.
$1 billion?
$1 billion.
$1 billion.
250 million.
250 million. Okay.
You're killing my whole
I mean,
conversation is dead now because you
isn't
said
that-
100 million.
That's like the cost of like a fighter jet or something, right?
I know. I feel like that's
They don't,
nothing.
they're obviously not making a lot of light bulbs.
No, and this kind of brings me back to like, these are the guys that created LED lights.
Did they?
Yes.
Wow. How far they have fallen.
So, Kodak, anyone? Except for this, the GE was fortunate enough to sell their business instead of like, hey, we created this, we're not going to use it and just go bankrupt 20 years from now, which is what Kodak did.
Right.
They created the digital camera, and they did nothing with it. GE actually used it, they came out with this, and to their defense, like, LED bulbs last 10 years. So obviously, if everyone buys a bulb that lasts for 10 years,
Yeah,
if you're
I
lucky.
don't know if my LED bulbs last for 10 years, but I'm with you. I mean, obviously
they
they
last a
don't,
lot longer.
and there's no incandescent lights anymore.
Right, which they invented also.
Right. Well, didn't Thomas Edison invent that?
Dude, they invented so much. Well, I mean, they did by his
They
company.
invented
They invented his company.
electricity.
All right, so they invented the first fluorescent bulb, the first halogen, the first LED, and I don't know, they've just been like, they own everything starting with Edison essentially.
Okay.
And they've kind of been on a downward trend for quite a while. So in 2018, they merged GE Transportation for $11 billion.
Okay.
GE Life Sciences, they sold for $20 billion. And they've been trying to sell the lighting business for 3 years.
GE stock is what did Hugh say here? Oh, Hugh keeps. Thank you so much,
Dude,
GE stock is at $6.78 a share.
what
Yeah.
a steal. What a steal. Buy
and,
now.
And you don't have to worry about them losing their business with. Hey Cheryl, thanks for joining us. They don't have to worry about them losing their business because they sold off the light stuff.
Yeah.
Wow. Again, how far they have fallen? Maybe
It just blows my mind.
I don't know. I mean, this light
I mean,
bulb.
good on them though for like knowing that no matter what, we need to like, what do our customers want?
Sure. Yeah,
And it's
that's
not
smart.
light bulbs apparently. So they sold to a luxury brand company that is like, I looked them up,
Okay.
and it's called Savant. And this is a company, you go to their website and they don't tell you prices. You need to go to a dealer.
Okay.
So,
All right. So we're talking about this is and you said that they make smart home stuff. Or,
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I imagine
very, very high end.
that. I know we've got some friends who do home installations for like high end smart home stuff. I bet you they've heard of them.
Oh, I'm sure.
And that's the kind of stuff that like the command companies, the people that make these, like, you don't go to Amazon and buy that stuff because it's meant to be installed by a professional installer, and they got all this special stuff, and there's panels and stuff everywhere, and
Yeah.
and all that kind of crazy stuff. So yeah, I guess I can see that, right? And that's probably the only way they
And
can save it.
They also paid to actually have the GE brand. behind them.
Okay, but that's marketing, right? I mean,
Yeah,
of course,
that's-
you want to be able to put that play because everybody knows GE. Apparently, nobody knows that GE doesn't make light bulbs anymore.
Yeah, which is going to be crazy with a hardware store not be able to buy a GE bulb. But I don't know. Hughes, dude, you're such a good dude.
You're
Look at this
super
guy.
nice, Hugh. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, man. It's great to have you on there. All the times that he was like, I missed the show. And when he finally gets on the
Boom.
show, he makes himself known.
Yeah, he does.
Yes, he
You just
does.
Stop. You're here. That's all we
I
need
mean,
from you, buddy.
Don't stop. No. So, okay. So I guess we can assume that, so GE or now Savant, who's going to have the GE logo just for the light bulbs, is now completely out of the market. You and I are not going to walk into a Home Depot or grocery store and be like, I want these, and it's not going to say GE.
It's just another part of nostalgia that you'll never see again. But
Well, yeah, I mean, you can see the logo, but it's going to be made by a different company in a different place.
yeah,
right?
next time you get an airplane, you see those GE engines. That's going to be it. But,
Right. Well, I'm fine with that. I mean, every company's got to diversify, right?
Yeah.
You evolve or you die. That's what
yep,
it
and
is.
that's what they're doing.
Okay. Moving on. Oh gosh, I can't
I've
wait to
been
talk.
wanting to hear about this topic.
I can't wait,
because
guys.
You are so excited about this.
Guys, I have a story to tell you that is gonna just doesn't make any sense. Okay,
Oh boy.
background. You know who Pablo Escobar was, right?
Oh yeah.
All right, everybody knows who Pablo Escobar was, right? He's got a brother named Roberto.
Okay.
No, I didn't know Roberto existed, but Roberto exists. Roberto, he's kind of a scrappy weirdo. I'm gonna say he's a little weird.
Okay.
Let's start with first. There's two parts to the story. First part is Roberto Escobar is suing Apple for $2.3 billion.
Okay.
Okay. Why? Ask me why. Ask me why Roberto Escobar is suing Apple for $2.3 billion with a capital B dollars.
For media's attention.
For attention. Yeah, well, I mean, of course it's for attention. Come on now. So Roberto Escobar believes that Apple has a vulnerability in FaceTime that allowed somebody to find out where he lived from a FaceTime phone call, go and basically start harassing him to the point where he got stressed out and upset and had to move somewhere else.
Oh, that poor guy.
Ask me how he knows there's a flaw in FaceTime that this guy was able to use to find out where Roberto lived.
He must be a software engineer.
He's not.
Oh.
No, he did some research on his own, and he just came to the conclusion that the only possible way that this dude could have found out where he lived was through a FaceTime phone call.
So I'm guessing he learned through Google that must be an Apple flaw, and the person that found him through Google.
There's no
Inception.
except there's no flaw from Apple that has anything to do with just
FaceTime
disclosing
location.
Yeah, disclosing your location. But so he's suing them, and he claims it caused him a lot of emotional stress and caused him to move.
Poor guy.
And again, I want to reiterate, he believes that he discovered this flaw himself. He's not a security researcher.
Okay.
He's just a dude with a familial history name, right? That's got a lot of history. And if that wasn't crazy enough, because that's all publicity, right? I mean, really. I mean, he's got a snowball's chance of ever getting into court, right?
No.
And they're gonna be like, yeah, throw this out, right? It's not gonna happen.
For sure.
Roberto Escobar is not done yet. He's also trying to become. His company is trying to become. He wrote this down here. He wants to be the kingpin of sales of like B stock stuff. His company is releasing a limited run of formerly damaged iPhone 11s
Okay.
that he has gold plated.
So he's not marketing them as formerly damaged.
No, he's marketing because that's the only way he's going to get them. He's selling these. Okay, I want to get the picture up here. What is it?
Okay, let's see it.
I want to see. This is a little hard to see because it's gold plated and it's shiny. There is an iPhone 11 that he is selling. That's his Escobar box.
Not my thing.
No,
Not
no,
my
it's
thing.
definitely got it. So they're formerly damaged. They have been repaired and gold plated. Allegedly, the phone is going to ship with all the original accessories, charger, headphones, and all that kind of stuff, and an engraved logo box.
Wait, is the charger gold plated too?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
No. That's probably just white. White cable. White.
Lame.
Yeah, I mean, talk about not going the full distance.
Oh, come on, dude.
In a luxury wooden box. The funny thing is, he's going to sell these for $500, which is.
That's actually pretty cheap.
Well, I mean, it was a broken phone that got fixed.
Yeah.
And then someone wrapped it in I don't believe that's gold.
Okay, there you go. That's.
I'm sure it's a foil. I'm sure it's a metal foil. It probably kills the reception on that phone. Like, hey, I'm just gonna sell you a Faraday, basically a Faraday wrapped box.
New copper edition Apple.
Yeah, it's not wrapped in cocaine, Michelle. That's not what it's wrapped in. He doesn't have anything to do with his brother's history, apparently. he's quoted saying, "This is my way of fighting Apple. I sell phones at a lower price, and mine are gold-plated with nice girls showing them off." The reason why he said the nice girls showing them off, if you go to his YouTube page, a channel, he's got pictures of the phone with scantily clad women like shaking the phones in their butts.
Something Apple would not be doing.
Right, exactly. So I mean, yeah, of course, Apple wouldn't gold-plate a phone either, and so it's just absurd. Like, it's so out there. And so what do you think?
I have nothing to add to this topic.
This is not the first time he's tried to do this. He tried to sell a gold-plated Samsung Fold phone, and he sent a version of it to Marquez. And Marquez took a pocket knife and peeled off the foil and showed that it was just a Samsung Fold.
Well,
yeah, that didn't go over well. But I mean, what do you expect? You don't expect that to be like. I mean,
can you imagine like actually being a YouTuber that got sent that? Like, what else are you gonna do? Like,
I mean,
WTF is this? I can just see like it showing up at the studio and being like, John, you're not gonna believe
there is a box with a gold phone in it.
Yeah.
Also, as a side note, when he did that thing and tried to sell those phones, he only sent a few of them out to influencers and big YouTubers, and didn't fulfill any of the orders that people had, because people had actually ordered it.
Oh, who else?
Because maybe they wanted a gold-plated Samsung Fold, Galaxy Fold, which, I mean, that's probably a bad call on their part. But obviously that didn't happen, so those people didn't get their money. Who knows if they even got their money back, or they didn't get the phones?
Probably not. I doubt there's a return policy on that.
Yeah, really. I mean, what do you
It'd
expect?
be one of those, like, you call the support line, it's like, yeah, it's refurbished. That's what happens. That's what happens.
You call a support line, you assume there's a support line.
Your first problem is gold plating it.
There's no one to answer the phone. It's probably a Google Voice number that goes straight to voicemail. And they're like, ha, sucker.
Is it gold plated?
Oh, man.
Yes. Oh, no, I can't.
Totally gold plated.
You voided the warranty.
How mind blowing is that? It's mind blowing. That's all I gotta say. It's just it's crazy, crazy. John, let's move on. Let's talk about Yamaha.
Man, I haven't heard from Yamaha in a long time.
Well, it doesn't really fall in our circles, right? You're either driving Yamaha motorcycles. Yamaha makes really great musical equipment.
Great instruments, great sound. But you just, I don't know. I feel like I've seen them in the news a lot, or CES, which I guess hasn't really happened. But anyhow, they have made an app and some speakers and stadiums. I have a video to go along with this that is so Japanese, I don't even know how to describe it, but you will see.
It made me nauseous the first time I watched it.
Yeah, so this is they tried this out in Japan at a baseball game. Sorry, a soccer game. That's a soccer game. And basically, they had pre-programmed responses that you put in your app, and they would, even if you're in a hospital with COVID, apparently, and it would cheer for you. So you would watch the game live, and you tap on the app, your response, and it would come through the stadium speakers. And their hopes are that a lot of people have this, and the people that are playing can actually hear the people cheer, clap, scream, whatever. And
they're there banging on their phones.
Yeah, that's the thing. The more you tap it, like the more you clap. Or
is it one tap per clap? So it's like clap, 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 clap.
Yeah.
You have to like do the clap like your fingers doing it. That's
yeah.
So the field is wrapped in speakers.
Yes, exactly.
Because there's no people.
They're in different stadium zones.
Okay.
And apparently it was successful. Obviously, we're getting this fake version of it, not like an actual showing, because they actually did do this with a game.
Well, I know
this is an actual app. This was actually tried out. They're saying they did 58 speakers in an outdoor venue, and it was basically send applause and jeers to different sections.
That's absurd.
I feel like Japan's polite, and this could happen there, but I don't really see this happening. Yeah, I don't think it's happening.
In America, it would get on 4chan, all of a sudden, it would be a nightmare.
There would be like so many automations to this. They would create some crazy like combination of clapping to say F you.
Right.
Like somehow they would figure that out. But
to Hugh's question, John runs an i9 9900K in his editing machine.
Yep.
I'm still on a 7700K. And we have another machine that's right off camera here that's a 30...
Editing Station B.
Yeah, Editing Station B, which is a 3700X, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what we run for CPUs. So John...
My i9 9900K is also identifies as a space heater.
It does. I don't know what CPU doesn't identify as a space heater personally, but...
it does, trust me. Like, it cancels out my air conditioner. It's just like... It does.
Hugh, let us know in the chat what you're using. We'd love to know. Tell us what you're using, what you got in your machine. Okay, so back to the topic, John. I just want to know, you don't think this is something we could do here because someone on the internet.
Oh,
I gotta believe
yes. We should have 2 Yamaha speakers.
Oh my
We'll have a
gosh.
2GT app that will like.
No.
We'll have someone make an app for us in China, and we'll be like, we can spend is $100, and you need to create an app that will clap. It'll be one button.
It needs to be a web page, not an app.
And then that app's too
And
much.
they just have to press on a button.
It should be Flash based. We don't want to go crazy.
I don't flash. I would actually like it to be Java applet based and vulnerable. So using this app will get you infected with a virus.
Oh boy.
That is no. I'm not doing that, John. Not at all. John, should we move on?
Let's move on.
Let's move on. Oh, and this is my skateboarding dog, and this is actually a bit of a
This is a little close to home.
a pat on the back for this guy because he's editing his butt off
I
yesterday.
have 2 days a week where I can actually edit interrupted, and I wake up, had some caffeine, I'm good to go. I try and I'm totally stealing your topic. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Tell me about how this personally impacted you yesterday.
I couldn't use my application I pay a ton of money for.
Application didn't work.
All right.
All right.
I just segued you into your conversation.
All right, great. So John pointed out. So yesterday Wednesday, right? That was what happened. Yesterday, the Creative Cloud, which is Adobe's platform for distributing and their entire basically their app catalog, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's Photoshop or Premiere or Element. What is the other one? What's the other one?
Dude, they create.
All right, basically all of the Adobe apps come on a Creative Cloud now. You can't just buy a copy and use that on your own.
Buy a subscription.
It's software as a service,
yes.
SaaS model. Anyway, so they had an outage that affected a lot of people. All the articles I read were about people complaining about Photoshop not working, but it obviously affected you. The further I dug, it was a lot of apps.
You got a text like 8 in the morning. Like,
yeah, you're like,
I need to
I can't log in. I can't log in. I'm like, what am I supposed to do about that?
Just letting you know. Just good morning, by the way.
Yeah. I don't even get a good morning from John. I'm like, I can't log in. I can't edit. I'm like, well, I mean, restart your computer. You're the editor. Make it work. What do you want me to do here? I can't help you. So at any rate, there were no known issues on any of the major cloud providers, right? So the idea here is, by saying that, is that it wasn't something that was systemic or on a level beyond their control. This was an Adobe-related issue. Adobe said, "Oh, we're trying to fix it," and it went away for you relatively quick.
Yeah, it was like an hour later.
Well, okay, that's not quick.
It's likely it's not my livelihood. Let's just say that.
The only reason why, there's 2 reasons why I brought this story up. One, because it directly relates to this guy and all the efforts he does. Good job, by the way, getting through that. But also, second, I want to just old man rant about the fact that nowadays we can't buy our own software and have it on the computer. You rely on a cloud provider, and when the cloud provider goes offline, there you go.
Yeah.
You're stuck.
I've been paying $29.99 since we started this channel in 16? No.
Yeah, 16?
15?
No, 16.
16. And not only that, like, when you search things like, is Reddit down? And then it pops up on the internet, and it's like, yes, Reddit is down. It's weird, like, this program on my computer, and I search for Adobe not launching. And then it shows up on the same website saying, yes, Adobe is down. And it's like, okay, this is a program I pay for monthly and installed on my computer, and I can't use it, and it shows up right next to, like, Reddit or Amazon for being down.
The unfortunate thing is you have no recourse, right? And companies who are making videos, bigger YouTubers who are using Premiere, those people are out. They can't do anything just like we can't, right? So it is a major, like, instead of having one guy who can't edit because he installed the software and the software's broken, you've got an entire, like, the world, maybe, or at least North America, right? So anyway, I thought I'd bring that up just because, it hits home. This guy needs all the love that you can give him because editing is his joy and his bittersweet, your passion and your torment. Look at the look in his face. Anyway, John, you know what though? All of that being said, it's time to close out the show. And I believe that you, my friend,
I do.
Get to
slides.
Let's start that.
Yes, so we have a Discord. You guys should download that if you don't already.
Or you can do it on the web. You can go on the web and do it.
Yeah, check out this address. We're there. Chat with us. Talk to us. We're talking about doing maybe some game nights or something. So please sign on there. Talk to us. We are there. Check it out.
Yeah, this is a great place to ask us questions. There's Hugh again.
Hugh! I love the random sense.
Oh, how do you get $2? I don't know how that the thing works, but this is a great question for our Discord. However, what have we been loving lately?
Dude, I have 2 in-one cases. Like,
Yeah, this thing.
best budget build. We
Yeah.
got Brandon pointing it right over there.
Yeah, the Deep Cool's Mac Cube is a good budget
That is
build.
a great little case.
You can spend a ton of money. Actually, not even a ton of money, but over $100 on in-win makes great stuff. What are you running?
Yeah, 303.
The 303C. That's what you're running.
And I also have the 303 in Win.
Right, which was
is
not
really
$100.
expensive.
Yeah. But
not $100.
not $100. Yeah, I don't know. In-win makes some beautiful stuff.
They're insane, but they make good
Stuff.
cases.
Yeah, they make some insane expensive stuff. So anyway, consider going to a Discord. You can chat with us. You can ask us questions. We're there all the time. John's there. I'm there. Brandon's there. Move on next one.
All right,
Move on
next
one.
up.
Sorry.
All right, we have a Patreon. This is where we actually are doing a game night, and you guys should check that out. And it's where you can communicate with us. We communicate with you. We have good times together. Have actual, like, we actually set time aside. Rich and I are very busy with full-time jobs and a part-time job doing YouTube, which feels like a full-time job.
It is a full-time.
And
We have 2 full-time
definitely
jobs.
set
And I'm a
time-
single mother.
set time. Wow. We set time.
I have 3 jobs. I'm a single mother too. It's really hard
I'm
to
not
be.
going to defend you after this.
It's hard to be a single mother when I'm a 40-year-old man. I'm just saying. Anyway, moving on. So, okay, we have shout-outs. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
No,
oh, God. Okay, John, please give us our shout-outs.
Our current Patreons are Graham, Jimmy, and Mitch. Thank you guys. We really appreciate you. I'm amazed you still give us money.
Oh,
even listening to this guy. But we use that to actually support our YouTube channel. And that's where we come up with a lot of our crazy ideas.
Oh, man.
Don't watch our next video if you're a Patreon.
No, you should. The next video. So I've been working really hard on video. John's been working really hard on the video. It's going to be something different. Let's just say it's tech related. It's all tech related. 2 Guys Tech. It's tech related.
Yeah.
Can't wait. Can't wait. That's coming out when you think Saturday?
Yeah.
Our Saturday.
Sure.
Our Saturday.
Saturday.
All right. And John, what else? We so many end screens.
All right, we have some swag. Rich is like a mannequin as far as swag today.
I am.
He's got the hat, he's got the shirt,
with
he's
my
got
porcelain
the underwear,
face.
he's got the pants, he's got the socks. You can't see it, but it's all right there
don't-
on Spreadshirt.com. Don't look at your underwear right now. Okay. Check that out. Got some good swag on. There's actually some quality clothing.
There is. I'm wearing
Quality
it.
clothing.
John is not wearing it. He opted not to because the studio is a little hot because it's hot here.
It's hot
right
in my
now.
apartment. I wear the Hawaiian shirt today.
Yeah, it is Hawaii. Yeah, it's not Hawaiian. And John.
We are on YouTube. If you did not know already,
You
if
are.
for some reason you're watching us on Facebook and you don't know we're on YouTube, you should just head on over to YouTube. Check us out. We got a lot of projects over there that we just put our blood, sweat, and tears over.
Thank you so much. I
And
appreciate
yell at
it.
Adobe for a lot.
Yes. And there's a thank you.
Yeah,
Right?
check us out. As always, thanks for watching. Love
Thank
you
so
guys.
much. Yeah, it's great to have you, John. It's good to be back now. Second show after the quarantine editions.
It
which
is. The live show is a little awkward. Not that this is awkward.
This is not. There's
This
nothing
is
awkward
never
here.
awkward about a live
Never
show.
awkward. I'm not awkward.
No. Nope.
So everybody, thank you so much. Hugh, thank you again
Yep,
for
yep.
being here. You stay healthy and safe too. Jamie, thank you. We'll see you guys next week, John.
Yes.
Want to do this next week?
Next week.
All right, guys. We'll see you later.
Take care.